And we're back at SEC Media Days here in Hoover, Alabama. We've gone through a couple of coaches here. Hugh Freeze just came through from Ole Miss along with the Rebels players, and, they got a chance to have another good year. He is building his program slowly. Recruiting has gone extremely well, and they've won back-to-back bowl games. So I would look for Ole Miss to be in the middle of the pack in the SEC West this year, behind your big three of Auburn, Alabama, and LSU. But any given Saturday, they could rise up and upset one of those guys and move up in the standings. Ole Miss does have Bo Wallace back at quarterback, had a great year last year, passing for over 3,000 yards. One of the best quarterbacks in the SEC, no question about that. He's got both of his top running backs back. He's got a terrific receiver in Treadwell, Laquan Treadwell, who caught 72 balls last year. So plenty of offensive weaponry for Ole Miss. Good offensive line returning, and then defensively, they've got 9 starters back, most of the defensive front, all the secondary. So they are pretty loaded on defense, and, of course, they've got the Kimdichie kids back there, Rob Kimdichie in particular, the highly prized recruit from a couple of years ago who kind of had an up-and-down freshman year, but people like him enough to vote him onto the preseason All-SEC defensive team. So Ole Miss has a chance to make some noise in the West. They've got the quarterback. They've got plenty of the offensive weapons. And Hugh Freeze is an excellent coach with a good offensive game plan with a wide-open offensive attack. So look for Ole Miss to perhaps make some noise in the West, and with a couple of upsets could finish maybe as high as number 3. But at the very least, they'll be in the middle of the pack, and they'll get to a decent bowl game. We will have for you below this video comments from Hugh Freeze. You can hear some of what he had to say about his team earlier today. Coming up, we've got Nick Saban from Alabama. He'll be going into the big media room here in just a little bit, and we wrap it up with Kentucky a little bit later on this afternoon. So stay with us here at SportsTalkSC.com.